Ginger Jester.
Oh boy, that's loud. So, let's try Tyranny, because it's on Xbox Game Pass, and it's going away soon. So, now or never. Also, I learned that it's by Obsidian, the guys who made Fallout New Vegas and The Outer Worlds, which I'm a fan of, so... normal, sure. Let's go. Accept. Oh, it's loading. And it's frozen. And it's not responding. I'll wait. There we go. Just had to wait for a couple minutes while it sorted itself out. Interesting, it's not responding again. Man, the games on Xbox Game Pass do not have a good reputation with me. Because I download them, I update them, and then they just crash. All the time. Oh, it started responding and then stopped responding immediately. Cool. Oh, it's working again.
For over 400 years, the armies of Kairos the Overlord have swept across the known world. All who stood against them fell before their might. Even the Archons, women and men of immense power, were forced to kneel, chained to the Overlord's will. Now Kairos' final conquest has come to our corner of the world, and two of the Overlord's armies compete for the honor of taking our lands. The elite disfavored, and the teeming horde of the Scarlet Chorus. The voices of Nerat, spymaster and Archon of secrets, guides the fierce and undisciplined masses of the Scarlet Chorus. With each battle, the Scarlet Chorus grows stronger, as the defeated are given a simple choice: serve or die. Graven Ash, Archon of War and the Overlord's most loyal general, leads the disfavored. Though small in number, Kairos' ironclad legion has never met true defeat in open battle. Watching over the two generals is Tunon, the Adjudicator, Archon of Justice, eldest of Kairos' minions. Tunon brings Kairos' laws to newly conquered lands, aided by the Fatebinders, judges and executioners of the Overlord's laws. You were among the youngest of the court of Fatebinders when Kairos' armies came to our lands. How could we have known that the fate of thousands would rest in your hands?
So there's some stuff happening. And things. That's a unique art style. Woman, obviously. Oh. Oh, that took some doing. Let's go with the middle one. Sickly pale, there we go. Face and hair. This one. No, this one. She looks like a chosen one. Oh? The side swept. Bang. With whatever this is. Cornrows, I think? I don't know, but I love it. hair is red, obviously. Female sneaky.
That wasn't so hard.
That's literally what she said. Oh, that's awesome. I want both of these at the same time. I like this one, because it covers both arms and her back, and her legs as well. And it's green, the perfect offset to her red hair. This is what she looks like. How did you join Kyrus' army? I was a lawbreaker. One or two? One, obviously. What? What is this? Oh, it switched! I didn't even realize that it switched to the next thing. Yeah, okay, lawbreaker. And then... And then... Oh, I deselected it. Oh my god. Why is this so hard? Javelin, are they thrown? One-handed weapons, dodge, parry, athletics. Wielding a javelin is a good compromise between melee and range. Thrown weapons deal more damage than bows, but cannot attack from as far away. They also have the benefit of being able to switch between ranged and melee attacks depending on the enemy's distance. Wow! So you can actually use javelins the way that you should be able to use javelins. A lot of games dedicate, like, spears are melee and javelins are just thrown, but in this you can actually wield javelins as javelins. Oh, there you go. And... Sword and shield? Holding a shield will slow down your attack rate slightly, but give you good defensive bonuses. Wait, what? Is howling them if successful. So hitting the target's heart. This one. Next. Okay, I was trying to select the second one already. So spear and shield? Wasn't that sword and shield before? Oh. Did it adjust to that because I chose javelin? If so, that's neato. Powerful overhead attack that reduces target's armor. Slam a shield against the target, dazing them for a moderate duration. That sounds good. Blue. And... red. No. Black. Yeah. And... more black. Yeah. There's a lot of customization options that I wasn't really expecting, but I shouldn't be surprised. Spears. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Red and black. Yeah, sure. Enter name. Jesterica. Might. Might leads to more powerful attacks and stronger abilities, as well as increasing the endurance defense. Okay, so... Yeah, there we go, perfect. Hoo boy howdy. Okay, and two-handed weapons? No. support skills, dodge, parry, athletics, javelin expertise. This one has the most javelin expertise, so this is going to be most important to my character and build. There we go. Conquest. Selecting the Conquest option will allow you to play through Kyrus' conquest of the Tiers, choosing how your character was involved in the invasion. This gives you the most control over the starting state of the game, and how other factions will react to your character. Wow. Okay. Let's do it.
All the world has fallen to Kairos, and now the Overlord's eye is on the Tiers, our home. The last corner of the world free of Kairos' reign. 2 armies, the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus, march south from the Northern Empire, the last realm to fall to Kairos a century prior. In the early days of 428, Kairos'
420 Blaze
arrive at the Gates of Judgment, the mountainous border that we Tiersmen so long believed unassailable. Unable to agree on a unified plan of defense, the various leaders of the Tiers sit and wait for each other to deal with the conquerors, until it's too late.
During the conquest, you will decide your character's actions during Kyrus' invasion of the Tiers, shaping the world through which you will adventure over the course of the game. Each choice you make affects your character and how major factions of the Tiers respond to you. Your decisions matter. Choose wisely. 428. The Bastard City stood on the northern border between Kyrus' empire and the Tiers, built upon a natural harbor at the crossroads between the realms. The city was a nexus of commerce. To the Tiers, it was the center of all wealth. To a northerner, it was little more than a backward trading post. Its symbolic status as a gateway to the continent made it a natural first target in Kyrus' military conquest. Circumstances were ideal for you to prove your worth as a soldier in Kyrus' army. Taking the city would send a message to the rest of the Tiers. Kyrus' will is insurmountable. Select a token on the map to begin. Infiltrate the Tiers. Both armies sent their forces to prepare the way. Gates of Judgment. In the first major engagement of the war, Kyrus' armies crossed the mountains and established a foothold. History would remember the Gates of Judgment as the first battle of the conquest, but the real combat unfolded with advanced units of both armies preparing for the coming war. The Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus each had a plan to infiltrate the capital city. Which army do you join? Just one. You join the Scarlet Chorus as they raided villages and small towns, conscripting every able-bodied man and woman into the army. The voices of Nirat emphasized the rewards of conscription and enslavement over wanton bloodshed. Apparently, his soldiers needed the reminder. The howling mobs of the Scarlet Chorus found easy pickings among the villages and frontier towns. Rallying an experienced gang under your control, you flooded the unprotected settlements with a large deluge of bloodthirsty soldiers, rounding out the innocent for merciless rites of conscription. The young and infirm alike received makeshift weapons, and examples were made of all who challenged your forces. Bolstered with fresh recruits, your army gathered strength for the invasion to come. Wow. Super cool. Bastard City's resident fire mages threatened the first leg of the conquest. Kyrus' forces put a stop to their unchecked power. Or, inside agent, you found an ally within the city to prepare the way for the approaching armies. I like this one. With the border garrison captured by your disfavored allies, you traveled ahead of Kyrus' army and lurked in the shadows of the Bastard City. You decided that converting one of the locals to Kyrus' side would help bring the city to its knees. After all, corruption starts from within. Well-informed guard captain, or a fast-talking smuggler. Guard captain. You enlisted a bitter captain of the guard to sell military secrets to the disfavored. Better that Kyrus' forces march to their next inevitable victory well-informed. Wow, that just keeps going. The captain of the guard was of a mind that the bastard city was corrupt and deserving of better leadership. You did nothing to convince him otherwise. After taking your promises of stature and security to heart, he offered you a list of valuable assets, from weakened stones in the rampart to the state of siege provisions, capping it off with a list of city officials whose loyalties could likewise be turned to support your cause. Your tactics of infiltration placed you in the bastard city ahead of the main armies. Your work softened the city defenses for the arrival of Kyrus' forces, but you wanted a decisive gesture that would give your allies a meaningful advantage. How did you assist the fall of the bastard city? Duel the city marshal, incite a riot, or spread fear through assassination. Ooh, definitely not a riot. I'm not a fan of riots. Spread fear through assassination or duel the city marshal. That's kind of epic. You challenged the commander of the bastard city's defenses to an honorable fight to the death. The disfavored wished to spare soldier lives for the battles ahead, and civilian lives for occupation. Warrior's respite. Stand your ground in the face of defeat. During this time, you'll regenerate health rapidly, but your damage is significantly reduced. My dealing of damage, I would assume. The city marshal was an old but experienced fighter, and his value to the guard was an accepted truth. After making guarantees for your protection, you met him in the square of the market district and fought in the view of tense onlookers. The battle drew on longer than you thought possible. Good fortune struck when an ornamental chain hanging from the marshal's armor snagged the quillon of his sword, granting you the opportunity to end his life swiftly. Kyrus' forces celebrated your return to camp and the dissolution of enemy morale. All agreed that the bastard city was poised to crumble. He's mine now, yay! Oh boy, so much reading. The bastard city settled into a new state of normalcy, with every tower displaying Kyrus' banner. Your name was whispered alongside rumors of a decorated career to come. The armies divided into two fronts and migrated south. Tunon sent word that you were to join the next frontier of Kyrus' conquest, either as judge and overseer of the settlement of Lethian's Crossing, or as a war advisor with the armies advancing into the realm of Apex. Apex. Because it's closer. Confirm. The mountain nation of Apex, ruled for generations by the Queen of House Vendrian, stood at the heart of the tiers. No army could bypass the landlocked realm without leaving their flank exposed to attack. By the second year of the war, the disfavored and Scarlet Chorus had pushed deep into the tiers. Elements of both armies were dispatched to conquer Apex. Tunon assigned you to accompany them, tasked with bringing Kyrus' law to the territory as well as keeping an eye on both armies. Battle of Edgering Pass? Denial of strength. A new school of mages presented problems and opportunities. Let's check this out. A school of water mages loyal to the Tiersmen posed a substantial threat. The disfavored wished to annihilate the school, while the Scarlet Chorus insisted on capturing mages wishing to learn their craft. Yeah. Capture them. You sided with the Scarlet Chorus, ordering the mage elders taken alive for interrogation. Though countless lives were lost taking the mages into custody, the Scarlet Chorus praised your name as they dragged the beaten elders of the school to the voices of Nerat's tent. As a wave of screams and incoherent pleas reached their crescendo, the Scarlet Chorus soldiers outside cheered for their Archon. Archon? I hate CH, man. It's always a 50-50 chance you're gonna pronounce it wrong. The disfavored adjourned to their camp in grim silence, claiming the chorus lacked the will and desire to fully wipe out all traces of the enemy school. Okay, this is going on a lot longer than I expected. I was hoping to get to gameplay at this point, so I guess this is going to be upgraded to a let's triple try. But I'm also going to just speed read through this stuff, and you can pause the video if you want to read it. Challenge the Queen, of course. You get all that? It's not that I'm trying to be impatient or anything, it's just this is just set up for the game, which I'm only going to be playing for a grand total of an hour and a half at this point. I was only going to play for a half hour, but I'm 25 minutes in and I have yet to actually play the game. This one. Like, it's like, kill everybody and everything all the time, or be sensible and capture people and gain knowledge and followers. It's like, it's like choosing between, like, having nothing or just being smart. I give no warning, though. Conquest complete. You have reached the end of Kairos' conquest. Do you want to continue or erase your progress and start over? Continue, please!
The year is 431, and Kairos' invasion has shattered all major opposition in the tiers. The Younger Realms, the Bastard Tier, the Free Cities. All who defied Kairos lay broken by battle, or bowed in surrender. The two armies of the Overlord, the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus, now control our lands. But our will is not yet extinguished. Not entirely. In the Valley of Vendrian's Well, those of us unwilling to bow to Kairos have banded together in defiance. Violating an oath of surrender from 2 years prior, we have staged a bloody uprising, murdering the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus garrison in a midnight assault. With their main forces spread across the tiers, the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus redeploy to Vendrian's Well to crush the resistance. But months pass with no definitive battle. As disagreement and discord paralyze the Archons, we bide our time and wait for our message of insurrection to spread across the tiers. The Overlord is not amused, and Kairos has one message for the Archons: crush the Oathbreakers or die. Kairos backs this threat with an edict, a magical commandment that can slay all in the valley should the order be ignored. The honor of proclaiming this edict fell to you. Sent across the mountains to Vendrian's Well, you carry the Overlord's edict to read before the Archons.
Oh, good.
As you finally make your way through the winding mountain passes into the valley, the ground trembles, and Kairos' magic seals the way behind you.
Oh, good.
You are trapped in Vendrian's Well, with Kairos' armies and the Oathbreakers. The only way to survive is to fulfill the terms of the Overlord's edict, in any way that you can.
Fatebinder Jester, I presume. We've been expecting you. If this is your first visit to the world of Tyranny, watch for these windows to help you become familiar with the game. You can disable tutorial messages at any time. What does this do? Ah! Yeah, that. Kairos, the Overlord, be praised. When I heard the avalanche, I feared the valley was sealed with you on the other side. The disfavored warrior claps her gauntlet to her breastplate, the traditional salute of her legion. I was hoping Tunon would send the Queenslayer, if only to see the look on the Oathbreaker's face when they see you in the flesh again. Aha, so I'm called the Queenslayer because I killed the Queen. Conversations involve you, another character, and sometimes additional parties like bystanders or companions who may interject. The choices you make change how the story develops and will build a reputation for your character over time. People in the world will learn of your reputations, good and bad, and respond accordingly. Your character's abilities, skills, history, and gender, as well as decisions you made in the conquest, may all open up options for you in dialogue. These options are not necessarily superior to the other responses, but give you a wider variety of choices to select from. The manner in which someone responds to your choices depends on their individual personality and attitude. Each character who speaks to you will display a banner beneath their portrait. These banners indicate which faction the character is allied with. The tooltip on these banners will provide details about how that faction feels about you. Disfavored. I am 41% in favor with the disfavored. You will often see the names of important characters and locations displayed in a gold text color. The tooltips on these glossary entries provide you with important information about the world. Done. Can you hear that hum in the air? That glow around these rocks? The avalanche is Kairos' magic. The Overlord has sealed the valley. Your senses see more than mine, good Fatebinder. I do not pretend to know much about such things, but if that was Kairos' magic and you're here on important business, well, you don't have to be the Archon of Secrets to guess that you're here to proclaim an edict. What does Kairos have in store for the enemy? 10 years of festering plague? An edict of twisted bones? I come bearing an edict of Kairos. Our soldiers will complete their task or die. The edict is leveled against us? Her eyes widen with fear, her posture slackens. But the Scarlet Chorus prevents us from taking action. Why would the Overlord punish both of... She clears her throat with a sigh. Forgive me, it is not my place to question. We should have conquered the enemy within weeks of arriving in the valley. The delay reflects poorly on all of us. Your first instinct is to blame the Scarlet Chorus. No wonder Kairos resorts to an edict to enforce order. Haha. Yes, well, her eyes shift to the side. There has indeed been little goodwill between our armies, and you are right. When we act as we do, what choice do we give the Overlord? She takes a deep breath, nodding as she exhales. And you are right. I should not cast blame so freely, especially not when talking to a servant of justice. My apologies. Well, you've traveled a long way. I won't keep you further. I'm sure the Archons will want to hear from you at... Her voice falls silent, her attention snapping eastward with alarm. Did you hear that? No, all I hear is you. More runners. Third time this week. The Oathbreakers keep trying to send messengers through the mountains to gather help from outside the valley. She points over to the collapsed path by which you arrived. But they're a bit late for that now. Come, let's show these Oathbreakers a good fight. I don't know how to play. Click. Oh. Tyranny uses possible real-time combat system. Because you will often manage more than one character at a time, it's a good idea to pause the game, issue orders, and resume real-time to see the orders play out. The options menu also contains many choices for automatic pausing when certain conditions are met, like the start of combat. Press spacebar to pause and unpause the game. Your character can always perform basic attacks using their equipped weapon or their fists if fighting unarmed. Characters also have special abilities and spells they can use in combat. When a character is selected, their ability bar displays their hotkeyed abilities. As new abilities and spells are gained, they are automatically added to the ability bar. All of your character's abilities and spells can be accessed by selecting the category icon at the bottom of the selector frame. Okay. I'm getting physically tired from reading out loud so much. Let's use an ability, left click the ability icon, and then click somewhere on the screen. All characters in the game, friends probably have 5 per... Yeah, I'll figure that out. 4 possible results from attack, hit, critical hit, graze, and miss. Okay.
Will do.
No, don't. Why do I have to target his feet? This is the person I want to attack. I gotta target his feet, though? I can talk to her. Hey, are you doing okay? Okay.
Aye.
Do it. Oh, okay. I gotta stand there for like a minute. Alright. I wish I could have read the tutorials during this. Is there a way to speed this up? Because my character is literally just standing there for like a minute. In-game menu. Options. Can't change the difficulty while in combat. That's fine. Huh. No. I can't speed it up. This is as fast as it goes. Okay. Talents. Yep, talents exist. Talents. Talent tree. Each companion has their own talent tree. Cool. Take all. We should be vigilant and deal with the remaining Oathbreakers in the pass. I've been traveling for days. How much longer until we reach the Archons? You're almost to your destination. Once we clear the pass of the enemy, just head south down the foothills. From there should just be a matter of hours to the encampment. Carry on. You can squeeze through a narrow gap between the stones, or you can attempt to push one of the boulders out of your way. Push. Hiya! Ha! I'll head back to my post to ensure no one else makes it out of the valley. You serious, bro? Hey, how's it going? Hey, dude.
Trouble is afoot.
Please, attack faster.
I got it.
Dude. Just sitting here waiting.
For the glory of Kairos!
Oh boy. That's one down. I'll take all of that.
Got it.
That guy didn't have anything. Stone Shield, you don't have a name, therefore you're not important.
Can't do that.
Yes, you can. Yeah, skulls.
Try and catch me, worm.
A young Scarlet Fury waves around the Vendrian Guard attackers. Oh, weaves around the Vendrian Guard attackers, avoiding their weapons with fluid grace. She nods to acknowledge you. A breathless enemy soldier passes a glance to her countrymen. This one's crazy. Too much lead in her, too much lead in her water. We shouldn't cut our loss. We should cut our losses and turn back. My God. See, I can't read anymore because I've been reading nonstop for 40 minutes.
After 3 years of war, come join me in battle.
No, I'll be fine.
Oh, because these upstarts fight like they have something to prove, and I wouldn't want to see you lose an eye.
You look like you're handling yourself well enough.
But I could use someone watching my... Right.
You also attack this one.
Bleed out, you little shit! Pity you won't enjoy this as much as I do. Take that! Phew. I can tell you didn't spend the conquest in a diplomat's tent.
No. Continue.
I'm Verse, by the way. But there are more important things to take care of than introductions. Those Vendrian Guard we killed didn't come alone.
She gestures to the skirmish unfolding in the past below, shaking her head. I'm ready when you are.
I like that. Before we go, you might search among the remains of our fallen comrades. Wherever they're bound, I doubt they'll miss their boots, much less any rings or any useful iron they might be clutching.
I see your point, nice and
Reason
practical.
to pity the fallen. Before long, we might wish we'd joined them here. But at least we'll enjoy heavy pockets and warm toes.
Yeah.
For the voices of Narat!
Verse furrows her brow and focuses down on the battle to come. I have a second party member. I'm very bored. Not gonna lie. The combat in this game is very, very, very slow and boring. And I know it's an RPG, but there's just so much talking. First, join the party. She did that earlier. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Now I have to kill you. This isn't working.
I agree, Verse. This isn't working. Like, I don't have any skills or anything.
Did I always have this much? Oh, God.
Well, Verse is dead. I thought for sure I had skills. Like, where are my skills? Why can't I use them? Weapon sets. Right click for details. How do I use it? Quick items. Aha. Tip. On you. Oh my god, just do it! Stop just standing there! Alright, I don't like this game. I'm sure it's great, and once it gets into the actual game, it's really good, but like, I can't keep going, man. I'm bored to tears. So, thanks for watching. I hope you were entertained, because I was not.